Hey y'all. So I'm here. I'm live. First time right out the bat, looking crusty and crazy in my new Christmas fleece sweater thing. I don't know, but it's cozy. Um I had to come up here because I just had to rip the band-aid off. I've been sitting on my YouTube series for quite some time and I had the inkling to do it today, and here I am. My name is Jacque Brown. Thank you for viewing this video. Welcome to JacqActs. You'll be seeing much, much more content as I continue to get a feel of what this is and what I specifically want to say and how I want to say it. The videos will get better. Okay, but we're starting here. We're starting from scratch. And I was just on my Instagram and I was speaking about this, and apparently I am compelled to talk about it now again. So let me talk to you about the 3 T's. The 3 T's are transition, trial, testimony. And these T's go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You can't have that one without this. You cannot do it. And I say that because when you are going through trials, it's usually to make you stronger, right? It's usually to prepare you in some way for that next stage, that transition. Sometimes we're in big transitions, like say if we take it literally, you're transitioning to a new job or a new role. Say you're in the same building, you're in the same your employer is the same, but you're moving to a new role. That's transition. And your new role, although you've been working with that company, they're requiring new things of you. They're asking you to do more. They're stretching your abilities. You're trying to do this now, and you have to do that now. You have to wake up at this time now. Maybe you have to stay a little bit later now. So that is trial, right? Because your body, your mindset, you are getting used to this new role that you're playing, right? And as you're going through that, it's hard. It's really hard. So I'll speak about me. Specifically, I have been drilling myself to get up early. And when I mean early, I mean 2 hours before I have to do anything else. So I work at a school. I'm a substitute teacher and I have to be there at 7:30. So I have been really hard on myself to get up at 5:30 because I would like to give myself that 2 hours to pray, to journal, to do some movement, to kind of just have that time with myself, to have the time with God before I let the world in. And it has been hard. It's been hard. I've woken up at 6:30, 6:45, with barely enough time to like throw on my clothes and wash my face and get ready and just go, right? And as I've been going through these trials, I've been learning along the way, taking notes, right? And there are certain days that are better than others. And I've had to learn to give myself grace. Like some days I'll wake up at 7, like, and yeah, heard me right, wake up at 7. Luckily, my job is about 10 minutes from my house, which isn't bad. But I'll wake up at that time and I'm instantly nagging myself. I'm instantly like, "Oh, girl, you did it again." Da 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 da. Like really hard on myself, right? I don't get anywhere when I do that. I don't get anywhere when I do that. I literally walk out the house and I'm like, "Dang, the first negative person I came in contact with was me." That's no. We cannot do that. You cannot be that person for yourself. You should be your number one cheerleader, right? Pick yourself up. Speak to yourself with life. Breathe life into you the way that you would breathe life into a friend, the way you would breathe life into a child, a loved one, anything like that. You are a loved one. Don't you love yourself? Right. So If that came off aggressive, I'm so sorry, but that's just who I am, and that's just how I get through to me. So I hope whoever needs to hear this is hearing this with so much love coming from my voice. Um, so give yourself grace in those trials as you transition. Give yourself grace. All right. And also start to really envision yourself at the end, and not the end like end of life, but the end of this transition period. Where are you going? And maybe you don't know. Maybe you just know that you're out of the storm. Maybe you just know like the winds aren't swirling and it's no longer raining, but that sun, like just envision that sun and feel the warmth of it on your skin and just say thank you. Just be thankful because that testimony is coming. It's on the way. So I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Um Woo! Okay, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. I am so part of the reason why I want to wake up 2 hours early is I am preparing myself, and I've been rehearsing every day. And I have grad auditions coming up. I am an actress, hence JacqActs, right? And even though acts also encompasses service, do a lot of service work. So it's all that. But I'm currently applying to grad school, and this is something that I've thought about quite some for a while. I've started the application a few times, but I never submitted it because I always talked myself out of it. And it's hard, yo. This is freaking tough. And I have been really vigilant in understanding that this is a transitional time for me and that the trials aren't going to look like outside sources. Like, yeah, some trials are outside sources. Like, I got bills coming in heavy, right? But also the trials are like in here. The trials are in here to knock down those disbelief. Is that a word? Those negative thoughts. Disbelief is a word, but to knock down those negative thoughts that I have about my ability, right? Those are the trials that I'm coming up against. And as I push through them, I find myself just saying thank you. I find myself doing things like this. Like this is something I didn't do. And this is something that is extremely vulnerable for me. And I'm just excited because I know that testimony is coming. And and that's another reason why I'm doing the video, because I want to look back at this. And I want someone else who is following my journey to look back at this and say, dang, yo, she recorded that video on December 28th, didn't know what was going to happen. And this is what happened. And y'all, and I'm going to let y'all know, my audition is the 14th of January at 11 a.m. And I'm going to keep y'all posted. So that is not too far away. How many days? I think it's like 16 days. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks away, y'all. I'm about to get into this rehearsal right now, actually, now that I think about it. But I just wanted to come here and just light the match for myself and for whoever's watching, that whatever it is, it's new, so it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's new, so it's gonna be scary. It's new, so it's gonna twist you, right? Go with it and fight through it. Fight through the uncomfortability and find yourself on the other side. I love you always. Have a great, great, great night. Have a great new year. If I don't see you before then, leave a comment if this was helpful, like, subscribe, all those things. All right, y'all. See you later.